Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation. The topic of the educational presentation today is creative approaches, comparing the tech and movie industries. Or we can say what technology industry can learn from the film industry and Hollywood. Technology is the British Empire of 2024. At its peak, the British Empire spanned approximately about 25% of the Earth's land surface. At the peak of 2021, technology industry was riding a pretty exhilarating wave of economic fortune, where we decided we need a tech intervention in 100% of the gates. Tech for razors, plants, posture, you name it. Tech grubbly little hands were all over it. In technology, part reality, part cope, we need to think we're making the world a better place, brick by miserable brick. Because otherwise, what are we doing? What's the point of all this innovation if it's not taking something that was bad the way it was and making it something easier, better, more enjoyable, and as a bonus, more profitable too. Why not? So with no stone unturned, that's why we went after Hollywood. Tech asked the big questions. Why go to the cinema when you can sit at home in your pajamas? Why buy a film where you can just pay a monthly subscription, 5 times the cost of a film, to only watch one miserable plot episode of an Amazon original and forget the subscription entirely? Why agree to only one subscription when you can have 5? Why have no ads when you can instead bizarrely watch ads plus movies? And Hollywood rightly saw the writing on the wall. Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Mubi, Apple TV were coming for their lunch, and no one eats Hollywood film executives' lunch. Hollywood took notes and adapted, and now we have Max, Peacock, and Disney Plus. Tech companies have a lot to teach other industries, that's undeniable. We have got our agile methodologies, subscription, MRR, and enough snack walls to feed a town in every state, province, or country. But he is well taught. Maybe, just maybe, instead of taking everything back to the British Museum of Technology, we should have stopped to learn a thing or two ourselves. So what project-based teams, because monogamy is overrated at work at last. Let's say you are a hotshot Hollywood producer, you have got a script that's going to change the world. or at least dominate the discourse for a news cycle? Do you have a standing supply of grips and key makeup artists on the payroll? No. You assemble your team to the needs of your project, dynamic, flexible, and appropriate for the film. That is the Hollywood model of team building. And it's got more to teach us now that we find ourselves in a strange new world of a bear market, reducing fixed costs and building lean teams. Hollywood doesn't marry its teams. They have a beautiful, intense project-based affairs. They come together, create magic, and then move on to the next big thing. It's like speed dating, but for creativity. In technology, we often get stuck in our comfortable long-term team relationships, even if it costs us efficiency. For a long time, the size of your headcount was a marker of success of some kind. We're 250 fintech looking to scale to 500 in the next 12 months. Today, in this market, this is not the flex uh, it once was. A leaner team with a bigger exit is much more attractive. The idea that we need to build an empire of permanent employees is further outdated after rounds of redundancy and an unstable employment market is turning more folks towards fractional and self-employment. For your next big feature or product launch, assemble a specific team for that project. Bring in people from different departments, maybe even throw in a few freelancers. Let them work together intensively, and then here's the kicker: let them go back to their day jobs or move on to the next exciting project. It's not about breaking up your core team, it's about injecting fresh energy and ideas in your projects. In Hollywood, they don't just throw a bunch of actors in front of a camera and hope for the best. They bring together a wild mix of talent, directors with vision, cinematographers who can make a Manhattan studio apartment look like Taj Mahal, sound engineers who can make a mumble feel like a shout, and actors who can make you believe they're saving the world while standing in front of a green screen. Now, look at your team. Time to shake things up. Bring in a fractional user experience designer who thinks differently. Get that data scientist who can turn numbers into narratives. Hell, throw in a philosopher if you have to. The point is, diverse skills and perspectives aren't just nice to have, they're your ticket to innovation. But how to build an Oscar-worthy team? In tech, we're building something specific, not just running the machinery. We're not just running a company, often we're making one. Startups and scale-ups are actively working on launching a new platform, a community, a project. We need a specific skill set to get from A to B, but we still rely heavily on large core teams. Our org design sophistication, despite moving into squads and tribes, have remained largely centered on the idea of hoarding talent. And it hurts us before, and it will hurt us again. In technology, we often can get comfort in our empire because our own growth has been measured so regularly by how many folks you employ in your team. The market is making headcount growth as success an impossible yardstick, but it was holding us back all along. So, do we fire everyone? Uh, Hell no, that's not it. Building strong core team shouldn't change, but the size and scope should. Making a company like making a movie requires a studio of steady hands adapting to the projects they're launching. Um, what it doesn't require is a backbench for every challenge you may face on the way. Um, as we navigate the choppy waters in this new economic landscape, it's time to take a page from Hollywood's playbook. This isn't about dismantling your team, but about reimagining how we approach innovation and execution. In any market, success isn't measured by headcount, but by the impact and efficiency of our output. So, as we plan our next big feature or product launch, we have to ask ourselves, are we assembling an all-star cost for a blockbuster? And that's it for now. With this, I'm ending this educational presentation. And I'm coming back to the beginning of this presentation where I had to tell you that my name is Paul Arsov. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project, and currently we're working on two projects which I like to tell you about. The first project I like to tell you about is about our NFT marketplace, and what is interesting, unique, and special about this NFT marketplace is that it is based on three-dimensional objects. With three-dimensional objects, um, there has to be specific software which loads and then displays the three-dimensional object, and usually designers of 3D objects they're using game engines. There are two very popular choices of game engines which creators use. The first one is called Unity, the second one is called Unreal. But we decided from the very beginning to design our own 3D software engine, and what it does is it reads the file of the 3D object, then it opens a window on a computer screen, it loads the 3D object, and then it starts animating it, the 3D object in a way of random moving it in and around the window it did open. But in addition to these basic capabilities of reading a 3D file, opening a window, loading it, and animating it. Our 3D software engine has multiple additional capabilities. The first additional capability of our 3D NFTs software engine is the capability of speaking. Our 3D NFTs can speak in one of three basic voices. The 3D NFTs can speak either in a male voice or in a female voice or in a whisper kind of a voice. In addition to the three basic voices, there are three different flavors of voices. A voice can be spoken either in a normal speed manner or in a fast speed manner or in a slow speed manner. So if we take a male voice and it is spoken in a slow speed manner, then this voice can come as the voice of a very masculine person, or it can come as the voice of an old person. If on the other hand we take a female voice and it is spoken in a fast speed manner, then this voice can come as the voice of a funny person or the voice of a little girl. The second additional and important capability of our 3D NFTs is voice recognition. Our 3D software engine and 3D NFTs can recognize voice commands. So if for example, we have a 3D NFT which is animated and constantly moving, then we can issue our very first voice command to this 3D NFT to stop moving. And then the 3D NFT is going to stand still and stop moving. Then we can issue following voice commands to the 3D NFT to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. And then the 3D NFT is going to fulfill each one of these separate voice commands and move left, then move right, move up, then move down, come closer, zoom in, go further away, zoom out, and start rotating. The next additional and important capability of our 3D NFTs is the capability of them having basic artificial intelligence. Wow, really wow. You can ask the 3D NFT what is your name, and then the 3D NFT is going to reply with their name. You can ask the 3D NFT who are you, and then the 3D NFT is going to reply in few sentences about who they are. You can ask the 3D NFT to describe something, for example, describe Web3, or describe decentralization, or describe Russia. And then the 3D NFT is going to describe in few sentences about Web3 or about decentralization or about the country called Russia. Actually the last additional but not least important capability of our 3D NFT software engine is the capability of displaying 3D NFTs in a way of stereoscopics. What stereoscopics means is that part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in red or reddish colors, and another part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in blue or bluish colors. Then you can come to our 3D NFT marketplace, and probably now is the time to tell you the name and the URL and the name of the website of our 3D NFT marketplace. It is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3D NFT is written in a way of the number 3 followed by the letter D followed by 3 other letters NFT, and it is all together 3D NFT. Then there is dot, then there are two words, decentralized and web, and they're typed all together, decentralized web. Then there is dot, and then there are two words which are all together, decentralized web. Then there is dot, and it ends with org. Once again, 3D NFT dot decentralized web dot org. On the top of the first main page and every other page, there are a number of links, and one of these links points to accessories. When you click on this link for accessories, you're going to see that we're offering special glasses. You can click and order one pair of these glasses, and when you receive these glasses, you're going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. Then when you receive these glasses, you can put these glasses on. You can request displaying of the 3D NFT in a way of stereoscopics, and you're going to see the 3D NFT coming out of the flat two-dimensional computer screen, and you're going to see it in real 3 dimensions. With this set, I'm going to end talking about our 3D software engine and our 3D NFT collections, but I'd like to tell you a little bit about our 3D NFT marketplace. In our 3D NFT marketplace, we have our own blockchain instance, and this blockchain instance runs Ethereum software. This is the same software which runs on Ethereum mainnet, on Binance Smart Chain, on Polygon Matic chain, on Avalanche AVAX chain, and many others famous and not so famous blockchains currently in operation and existence. By having our own blockchain instance, then we do not require our users to pay gas fees for the deployments of the smart contracts for the non-fungible tokens, and our users do not pay gas fees for transactions of transfer of ownership from one user to another user. Like by detaching of our 3D NFTs from popular blockchain, then we allow our users to pay for the purchase and receive proceedings from sale of our 3D NFTs in multiple crypto coins. Currently, we have 4 different choices, which include Solana Sol, Polygon Matic, Avalanche AVAX, and Qcoin, which is like big centralized crypto exchange. They have a coin called KCS. With this with this set, in addition to buying and receiving proceedings from sale in crypto, we have a second parallel and independent way of buying and receiving proceedings from sale, and it is done entirely in fiat currency. Let's say you're a user, you come to our 3D NFT marketplace, you click on the composite image of our first collection, then you can see all of the 3D NFTs listed from our first collection. you can browse and see one 3D NFT that you like. You can click on it, then you are going to see a short video of this 3D NFT as it is moving, and then you can see a drop down menu which asks you to select between 4 different crypto coins, and fifth choice of paying with fiat currency. Let's say you select paying with fiat currency, you click on the button to advance next, then you can put the number of your debit or credit card, um, expiration date, CVC, and click on the button to complete the transaction. What is going to happen then is there is going to be a transaction, and the payment is going to be converted from your national fiat currency to US dollars, and it is going to be deposited in our bank account. Then we can follow with a second action, and transaction of a transfer of ownership from the initial ownership from our 3D NFT marketplace to you, and now you become a current owner of this 3D NFT. Let's say you play with this 3D NFT for a while, then you decide to put this 3D NFT for sale. Then what you can do is wait for another user to come, and let's say there's a second user, they come to our NFT marketplace, they browse through the 3D NFTs, and they see and like particularly the 3D NFT that you put for sale. Then the second user goes through the same steps between selecting between payment with crypto and payment with fiat currency. So let's say the second user selects payment with fiat currency, then they put their debit or credit card, expiration date, CVC, click on the button to complete the payment, and then what is going to happen is there's going to be a transaction and conversion from the national fiat currency of the second user, which could be different than your national fiat currency and different than US dollar. And this payment is going to be converted to US dollars and deposited in our bank account. Then we're going to follow this action with the second action, and transfer of ownership from you to the second user, and now the second user becomes current owner of this 3D NFT. Then we are going to follow this second action with the third action, and conversion from US dollars to your national fiat currency, and we are going to make then a payment and deposit into your bank account in your national fiat currency for the payment of the sale of the 3D NFT. And with this said, I'm ending talking about this current project that we are having, and I like to mention a second project that we are working on. The second project is about electric vehicles, and there are a growing number of these electric vehicles. With the growing number of electric vehicles, there is going to become a problem of charging of these electric vehicles, and currently charging of electric vehicles is handled in a way resembling the way of loading fuel in internal combustion engines, which is done in gas stations. Um, Based on the same model, there are specific locations with a limited number of columns, and these columns contain cable and connector which users of owners of electric vehicles, they can come to these specific locations. They can connect the charging cable to their electric vehicle, and they can start charging their electric vehicle. They can stay for a while their vehicle is charging, and they can make a payment and leave. But we estimate and we make a projection that with the exponentially growing number of electric vehicles, the number of these charging stations is going to become ultimately insufficient to handle the growing number of electric vehicles. So what we are proposing is a model where the charging can happen at the parking lot, either at the place where the user, the owner of the electric vehicles is living. If they're living in apartment building with ground floor or underground parking lot where they come and leave their vehicle for the evening, the night, and the morning. And this could be the parking lot of the place of work of the owner of this electric vehicle. If the person is working in office building which has also a ground floor parking lot or underground parking lot, and the owner of this electric vehicle can, when they come in the morning and they stay during the afternoon, and up until maybe late afternoon or early evening, when they leave this apartment building, and they could charge their electric vehicle at the place of work. So what we are working on is building a product which has electric switch, and this switch can turn on or off electric energy. We have also a near-field communication reader which can identify a specific user. The user can put their debit or credit card to this product that we're building. Our product can recognize the specific user. They can start turn on the electricity. The user can connect the electric cable to their vehicle. They can start charging their vehicle, and they're going to be built for the time and electric energy that they put in their vehicle, and they can do this either at the place of living or at the place of home if they have a parking lot. We did write an article which explains this model and comparing the gas station model versus the parking lot model, which we are basing our assumption and our projection for the future of the exponential growth of electric vehicles. With this said, I like to tell you about the name and the URL of the website of this project that we're working on. It is power.rstack.com. Power is the regular work for power, then there's dot, then there's rstack, and I can spell and abbreviate it. It's Alpha Romeo Sam Tom Echo Charlie Hotel. Altogether rstack, then there's dot, and it ends with com. With this said, I'm ending talking about this second project, and I like to mention a third project that we're working on. It is called Artificial General Intelligence Elements. With this project, we're building and putting together separate components which are going to be composing of artificial general intelligence. This project is still in early stages and in development, but the main point of this project is that what is currently labeled as artificial intelligence is like machine learning projects based on large language models, and they're very computationally intensive. Basically what the user does is they type some request. The request is sent to a central location, then there's answer coming back, and the answer looks like human-like answer. But this type what is currently labeled as artificial intelligence is ultimately a very small part of what artificial general intelligence is going to be composed of. So what we are adding as components in this artificial general intelligence project is speaking or voice output, voice recognition, we're also including commands processor, we're including vision, machine vision, which can analyze images, and we're including movements and robotics. Ultimately, we are building something which should be individual intelligent device which could communicate with us, and there could be multiple such intelligence devices which process information, they communicate with us, and we give them specific tasks. With this said, I'm ending talking in this educational presentation and talking about our projects. Thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening, and goodbye.